Welcome to Fort Hays State University and to the Sunset Atrium at the Memorial Union. I have the opportunity today to make another tremendous announcement about the generosity of our alumni. Today we're here to honor Kevin Faulkner, if we could give him a round. Kevin does a lot for Fort Hays State and our students. He is involved as a mentor. He's involved as a trustee at the foundation. He's working on multiple projects with the College of Business and the entrepreneurship program. And he is a very large donor to our Journey campaign. I want to announce today that Kevin is documented a gift to our Wooster Society, so a deferred gift. At his passing, he will be leaving $100,000 to the Fort Hays State University Endowment. On top of that generosity, Kevin has also made a $100,000 cash gift to the entrepreneurship program here at Fort Hays State University. Both of these gifts are going to transform students' lives. They're going to transform our programs. They're going to make Fort Hays exceptional. And what we want everyone to remember as part of the Journey campaign, we want to help you pick the part of Fort Hays that you're most passionate about. Tell us what that is. We will help you invest your money, your time, into what you're passionate about here, and we'll make it exceptional. So with that, I'd like to bring up our first speaker, Henry Schwaller, the Director of Entrepreneurship.
What a wonderful crowd. It's an honor and a pleasure to thank our Fort Hays alum, Kevin Faulkner, for his generous gift to the university on behalf of the Center for Entrepreneurship. I had a chance to meet with Kevin on the phone a year ago last May, and we told him about the amazing gift that we received from the Hansen Foundation for the Dane G. Hansen Scholarship Hall, the first residence hall in the United States for creative entrepreneurial students. Kevin, as a student, was a recipient of a scholarship from the Hansen Foundation, and he saw this as an amazing opportunity to add on to what they have done and make his first gift to the university. He has been instrumental in shaping and building our entrepreneurship program. It's a young program. We started it in 2013. At that time, we had one class offered face-to-face with 11 students. This semester, we have 4 classes, both on campus and through the virtual college, with over 180 students. We had our first competition that fall of 2013. It was a startup weekend. We had 32 participants. Our last startup weekend, we had 87 participants. This program is growing and the momentum is behind it, but we would not have that without gifts like those from Kevin Faulkner. Not only that, Kevin stepped up and he wanted to name and be a part of, actually, he didn't really want to name it, but he wanted to be a part of our spring challenge, the Entrepreneurship Challenge. That's in our 3rd year, and we had our kickoff last night and have 10 teams, the most teams we've ever had, and some incredible ideas. Kevin spoke at that signature event, and he's going to help and has been a mentor to many of these students that are participating today. So I want to say a personal thank you to Kevin for all that you've done to help us. This emerging program is critical not only to the community and the students in their future, but also to Western Kansas. Thank you, Kevin.
Well, it's an honor to be here again today to honor one of our wonderful alums and friends of the university. And Kevin, it was great being with you yesterday. I was with him yesterday. He was he's chair of our investment committee, and I have to admit they speak a different language than I speak. But it was a learning experience for me, though, Kevin, for sure. You know, unique opportunities for our students, such as this Faulkner Entrepreneurial Challenge, would not be possible without generous gifts from people who are friends of the university and people like Kevin. Fort Hays offers a unique program that enables students to develop an entrepreneurial mindset and competencies that are necessary to compete in today's global society. Students who participate in these activities not only learn business principles in an experiential environment, but also how to solve them in new and creative ways that will help them throughout their careers. Fort Hays State graduates with an entrepreneurial background are better prepared to start their own business or work for corporations as they understand the needs and dimensions of their clients, the organization, and the various units within their organization. Kevin's gift truly enhances our entrepreneurship program here at Fort Hays. giving our students an opportunity to expand their experience and give them that extra edge for their career. What an incredible impact this gift has on our university. And Kevin, on behalf of the university and all here today, we want to say a sincere thank you for that. We're honored to have you, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the great turnout today, and I'm honored and humbled by how many people came. There were just a few points that I wanted to make, and that Haley asked me to talk about why I donated, and I think the great words of introduction and the talk from the student and so forth about how this can have an impact on others is really what I wanted to echo. I spent almost a decade that I didn't come to Hayes. I'm a Hayes native. I grew up here. I grew up on campus. My father ran the data processing center, and I remember chasing the teak fire truck to the bonfires back in the 60s and watching the Tiger basketball team practice in the old Sheridan Coliseum. So Fort Hayes has been in my blood for a long, long time, and it was odd for me to be away for a decade. And then, but you know, you're building your career, you're building your family. I was a half a continent away. It's a tough thing. I came back for a high school reunion and you know, fell in love with Hayes. And then not long after that, Tim Chapman somehow found me, and I think it was my dad coughed me up. And the next thing you know, I'm on the foundation board and coming out fairly regularly. And I'm always struck by the sense of community here in Hayes, and this showing is part of that. My wife has accompanied me on a couple of these trips, and she's struck as well. The first time she came to Hayes, I was in some investment committee meeting, and she thought she'd walk around the campus and see. So here's this woman walking around campus kind of staring, and everyone came up to her and asked, "Are you lost? Can I help you? Can I help you find something?" That doesn't happen in California. It doesn't happen, I promise that. So I wanted to thank a few people today. First, of course, Tim for giving me the opportunity to serve on the foundation board. It's been about 7 years now on the board in the investment committee, and that has helped draw me back into town, into the community. I go to the Breathe coffee shop every day when I'm here. I love that place and how it adds to the sense of community here and the mission that they have. I wanted to thank my friends Dick and Kay Worth, who are here today. They always do such a great job of welcoming me and supporting me when I come, and also my cousin and friend Pam Joy and her husband Fred. Pam's here today. They also, you know, open their arms and welcome me to the place. It's just a great sense of community and great to be welcomed here. I know that they're involved in a lot of things in the community, and so it's important to see that and important to have friends model that and create that for you. So Fort Hayes, of course, has always been a very strong part of the community and a very strong part of my life here, and the Hansen Foundation is probably a stronger part of the community than a lot of people realize. A big impact on the region, a big impact on the university. As they mentioned, you know, my college days were benefited by scholarships from both the Fort Hayes Foundation as well as the Hansen Foundation. And so when Mark and Henry came to me with this idea about the entrepreneurship program, and Melanie as well, and so let me thank them as well for giving me the opportunity to hear about this program and participate. But I felt that the best opportunity for me to thank the foundation and to thank the Hansen Foundation for investing in me when I was young and unproven is for me to pay it forward by reflecting that same faith in the next generation of Tigers. And so I'm happy to do that, and happy that it could hopefully have some effect on you. Of course, that sense of community and wanting to pay it forward is part of why I made the gift today, but it was the entrepreneurship program, the ability to participate with the Hansen Foundation in the entrepreneurship program, I think is very important. As I've been working with Henry and Mark on projects, I keep telling them that I've actually never been an entrepreneur myself. And I think they believe that the fact that twice I moved halfway across the country to pursue my dreams shows a little entrepreneurial spirit, and I'm willing to accept that. But really, I've spent my career in service to entrepreneurs, first as a lawyer and then in a corporate finance role. And I've seen the power of what somebody who has an idea can have to generate a business, create value, employ a lot of people, and change a region. And I'm hoping that, you know, this program can help do that for Hayes and for Fort Hayes students. In terms of the entrepreneurship program, you know, I always remind them this was built in the business department. It lives in the business department. But really the idea is it needs to be members of the arts, the industrial arts, the sciences. That's where we're looking for business ideas. Silicon Valley was created by electrical engineers, not by business majors. But all of those folks from the arts and the sciences, they need to have business skills in order to build that business. And of course, the entrepreneurship program will benefit those folks who have the ideas and can build their business to flourish. But again, they need all the support people like I've been. They need lawyers, they need accountants, they need sales and marketing people. So it can really create opportunity for a wide variety of folks if you can plant the seeds and allow those seeds to flourish of the entrepreneurs who come. As they talked about the program, I was glad that there's an academic opportunity for people who have this desire to learn and to advance that. There are a couple of challenges, and the prize, I think, for the challenge is $1,500, which is not bad, but it's not going to start a business. And so, of course, I'm always about next steps. What can we do next? And so, you know, with Mark, with Henry, with Jeff Pyer, with a few other people, we're working on some of those next steps. Could we actually build a venture capital fund so that we could provide real startup money for these folks to build the businesses and allow them to flourish? Could we build an incubator or some other sort of business park where there's a place that we could house them, but also have critical mass of the people who can support them and get these businesses to build? So I think it's important that we can start the entrepreneurship program. It's step one. There are other steps, and those other steps are in process, and it's a thrill to be a part of that and hopefully to see the effect that it will have. And in that, then, in wrapping up, I want to echo something that Jason said, a point that he made. I've made a gift of money, and I think that Fort Hays will put that to great use. I've seen it already. But it's also a gift of time, a gift of passion, and I hope a gift of expertise. And if you're inclined, Fort Hays can put it to good use. If you have money or time or passion or expertise that you can donate to Fort Hays, I encourage you, join us in investing in the next generation of Tigers. Thank you.